Dungeons, Dungeons and Dragons, Tyrants of the Underdark. Alright, this is really gonna be an unboxing, but I'm gonna legitly also turn this into a how to play. So, Tyrants of the Underdark. Looks like I got this ding and dent. That's why there's this green thing on it. A little dent right there. You can get games cheaper if they're ding and dent oftentimes. Right. So I played this game years ago when it first came out. Loved it. I was gonna get it again for like an exorbitant amount, but then they came out with a new version. Yeah, see, bad dent right there, but I don't too much care. But then they came out with a new version, so I waited a little while, got this one. But yeah, so I'll read the back. Seize the Underdark. Take your place as the leader of a drow house and fight for control of the Underdark. Build your deck throughout the game to recruit drow, dragons, cultists, and demon minions, and use them to assassinate enemy troops or infiltrate and control your opponent's strongholds. Choose your strategy carefully, though, for only one house can rule the Underdark. So it's a deck builder with area control. Simple enough. Yeah, game board, market board, rule books, storage tray, pad of score pads, 4 drow house playmats, 340 minion cards, 288 die cut chits. Gale Force 9, Dungeons and Dragons. 2 to 4 players, 90 minutes. Rule book. The mat. Well, the board. Okay. Good old 4-fold. So used to getting 6 folds or 8 folds here lately. Okay, yeah. Move this over here. Right. Okay. Chits. Okay, so these are. Okay, yeah. So every faction, we got 4 factions, and we got spies, which they allow you to cover more territory without having to be adjacent. We got the point tokens, 1s and 5s, the first player token, the control tokens at the different areas. So one of these will go everywhere, I believe, to seed the board, I think. Okay, put those there. 2021 version. And it's got something to do with WotC 2 and Gale Force 9 for some reason. Wizards of the Coast. Alright. Okay, so I'll just go over the rules and then, yeah. I'll just go over the rules basically. Okay, so the game ends when there's no market deck or one player runs out of all their troops, which these little small chits or whatever, they are the troops. The big ones are the spies. And then you play till everyone has an equal number of turns. To win, you have the most victory points from cards, areas, having tokens in. Yeah, and having tokens in gets you benefits in VP. So these are the areas. I'm just going to seed the board right now. And depends on how many players you have playing. Move that. Yeah, so depends on how many players you have playing. The areas of the board that you don't include, I'm sure you'll not play with one of the squares if you're playing like a 3-player game versus a 4-player. But anyway, I'll find all these places. So these ones, they start on this side, and then you flip them if you have total control of an area. These are the areas. Like these circular ones will get that. So if you have all 4 guys are yours, then you got total control. You'll flip it to this side. Ninzo, Gantrolim, put on that side. Tessin, Aramicos, Sizrni, Kachiddle, and the Ferlin. Right. I'm pretty sure you see the board. Not exactly sure. Not gonna check it right now. Might check it in a second. Okay, other stuff in the board. We got the market, which I don't have area to put right now, so I'll just place it right here for right now. House Guards, Priestess of Loth, the Insane Outcast, Victory Point tokens, Devoured cards, market deck, market card. So we got 6 slots for market cards. House Guards. I'm sure that these are the guys that you can buy in the beginning of the game. The regular guys that you always have access to buy until those piles run out. Then we got Insane Outcast, VP tokens, which are the back of the units. VP in the back. Then we got Devoured cards. Pretty sure those are like exiled cards, and then market deck. Start there. All right, so keeping on going with these rules. Can only place new troops next to your existing troops. So plop out some of these Baron guys. And there are also neutral tokens for some reason. Right. Points out a few of these. Points out a few reds. Okay. Move this market right there. Move these. Yeah. All right. Can only place troops next to your own guys. Next to your own troops. So say that I was trying to get into Skullport. So put a guy there. Comes back to me, put another guy there. Then this faction gets in there. All right. 2-player game. Each additional player add a side. So 2-player game, you'll only be playing on 2 of these squares out of the 4. 3-player game, 3 of the squares. 4. Right. 6 monster decks. Choose 2 to play with. Shuffle together to make the market. So we haven't gotten to the cards themselves yet. Gotta adjust the camera yet again. So we got these nice storage insert deal. Then we got the player mats. Move these things right here. Right. Miserium shows you what you can do on your turn. Turn order. 1 in any order. Play a card. Deploy a troop. Assassinate a troop for 3 cost, 3 power. Yeah, so on the cards there will be a power stat with that symbol, and influence will be the other. Yeah, that thing with the web right there. So 3 power to assassinate a troop, 3 power to return an enemy spy. And then we've got recruit, a card for an amount of its influence equal to its cost. Gain VP for your site control markers. Discard your played cards and hand. And then 5, you'll draw 5 cards. And everybody's is the same. All the 4 factions. The score pad. At the end of the game, you'll score VP value for each site you control. 2 VP for each site under your control. 1 VP for each troop in your trophy hall. Yeah, so going over the play mats, like this is your trophy hall. This is where you'll take captured troops. Barracks is, I forget what the barracks is, but we'll go over that in a second. Yeah. Okay, then we got deck VP value of each card in your deck, hand, and discard pile. Inner circle VP value for each card in your inner circle, and then VP tokens. And then everybody who's playing and total the points. And bust open these big stacks of cards. Heck of stacks of cards. Box falling everywhere. Right. Starting with the, whatever you call this guy, the Beholder. Yeah, I mean, that's a Beholder, right? I don't know. I played one D&D Adventures and one Pathfinder. And then my boy Initial J, he's making me play a Deadlands at some point coming up soon. But I have played D&D Dice Masters, but I don't really recall all the types. Right, stack of minions. Yeah, let's look at the back of these cards. Minions, minion, 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 and minion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah. So we got 6 things of minions, and then I'm sure that this might be the base game. Something, I don't know. But we'll flip through these. Spectator, Malice, Aberration. So yeah. I'm sure that this awards you. Before we get into this, I'm gonna finish the rules real quick. Okay, there's 6. Yeah, so we said 6 monster decks. Choose 2 to play with, shuffle them together. So I'm sure that these are the monster decks because they're all aberrations. Okay, we got some beasts, Grimlocks, Quogas, monstrosities, aberrations. Yeah, so you choose 2 of these, it looks like. Okay, yeah, Malice no? Yeah, so how do you separate these decks? All right, I didn't want to go in the rule book, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. When they say the monster decks, how do you separate the monster decks? The following market half decks included in the Tyrants of the Underdark game. The Drow deck features streamlined cards at lower influence costs. Dragon deck, the elementals, the demons, the aberration, the undead. Okay, first game, use the Drow and the Dragon half decks. Okay. All right. So let's try to find the Dragon. No. Yeah. Find the. Make it. Okay, for your first game, use the Drow and the Dragon half decks. So let's try to find Drow and Dragons. Okay, so these are the Cthulhu things. It's the bottom left is what it is. And then it shows you which number out of 40. So I guess 80 is a full deck. Yeah. All right, Drow and Dragons. Dragons right here. And with the crap is a Drow. This is a Drow. This looks like a Drow. Yeah, this might be a ghoul. I don't know. This is a assassin. This is a Cthulhu type thing. This is a rogue. This got to be the Drow. I'm just going to take it that this is a Drow. So, yeah, so we'll look at those, for example. Now we'll look at these. All right, so you take these 2, you shuffle them. That'll be your market. But let's keep going through these, though. No, let's not go through those. Let's keep with the rules. Starting hand, 7 nobles and 3 soldiers. They will be in the big stack, I'm sure. Now, I'm sure some of these half decks are the expansion stuff that was once expansion, but now it's comes with the full version of the new game, 2021 version. All right, so it says take 7 nobles and 3 soldiers. Shuffle and draw 5 at the first turn. Move this. Seven nobles, 3 soldiers. Those are the same. Drow. Drow. Okay, so actually I guess these are the Drow, matter of fact. These look like the Drow. A whole bunch of Drow. Okay, here go the nobles. Bunch of nobles. And the soldiers. Okay. Insane Outcast. I'm just going to go ahead and put these over here where they're at on the mat. Crap ton of Insane Outcasts. Alright. Insane Outcasts go there. The Priestess of Lolith also have a spot. And House Guards also have a spot. So it looks like these guys are always available to be bought. Something like that. Yeah, they say core on the bottom left. So they're probably always available. Not sure. I could maybe verify that in a minute. But, and in the bottom left, these say starter. So that makes a lot of sense. And the soldiers as well, they say starter. So with everybody gets 7 nobles and 3 soldiers. And then they shuffle up their 10 card deck and then shuffle and draw 5 for the beginning of the game. Then the power, I will go with these Cthulhu guys and go for the dragons. Yeah, dragons. Open up these dragons. Right, so the power lets you place troops at empty spot that's adjacent to your troop. So, yeah, so this power symbol, the sword with the sword over the shield, it lets you do that. So, looking at this market deck, whenever you buy this and shuffle it back into your deck and draw into it, this dragon card, it has the option to, when you play it, you choose one, add 2 power, or add 2 influence. Influence is the buy power. The card cost in the top left, though I think it's really the right. So the buy cost, like this guy costs 3 to buy. Got to have that much influence to buy him. Then we have the power. It's trying to... Yeah, so I guess the power is just to basically to do these things. Deploy a troop, spend 1 power. You assassinate a troop, cost 3 power. You play 3 to return an enemy spy. Recruit a card for an amount of influence equal to its cost. Yep, so that influence or whatever, you buy the cards. Gain VP for your site control markers. Site control markers. So either, yeah, right there, +1 VP, total control. And then they vary from area to area. Yeah. Discard your played cards in hand and then draw 5 cards again. Normal deck building stuff. And then continuing going through these rules. When you buy in market card. So yeah, let's put these market cards together. So we're just going this Cthulhu stuff and then the dragons. Shuffle them up. Would be nice if you could sleeve them. I'm sure you could, but some people would be mad, but it seems like it would hardly really make a difference. Sleeve them different colors to know which one is which one. But you can always look at the symbol on the bottom left too. All right, so move these to the side. Put this market over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 market cards, and then of course the market face down. And when you buy a market card, you insta replace it. 3 power to remove a spy. 3, yeah, we went over all that. 1 city full. If you have a majority, flip its tile, claim its control side. So once all of these deals right here, like, are occupied, neutrals, I guess, concede the board somehow too. But so say red has the majority, then at this place, Ara Makos, then it'll get that +1 control. But if it had the total control, it'll get the 3 VP and 1 influence. Yep, can use benefits of these tokens one time per turn. So the benefits of the tokens 1 time per turn. So you can get, yeah, I guess you get the 1 influence 1 time per turn. So actions, yeah, we went over the actions. Yeah, deploy 3 troops. Deploy action is place 3 troops. Yeah, deploy a troop. Assassinate, supplant, claim an enemy troop for 1 VP and replace with yours. Supplant, okay. Return an enemy spy. Devour, remove a card from the game, deploy 3 troops. At turn in, draw 5 new cards, run out, shuffle this card into a new deck. In, like, you know, normal deck building fare with the area control. So yeah, this is honestly more of a box opening than how to play, but it's pretty much on the player mat and a little bit of rules. Yeah, but with that, I will let you guys go. Mikey Spock. All right, I'm back. There's really more to this. I believe that this right here, that's the Devour cost. When you take the Devour action, you put it as a devoured card, and then you get that VP for it at the end of the game. Something like that. We're just going to read it out of the rule book. All right, actions, presence, enemy, anywhere on the board. You may take certain actions during step 1 of your turn by expending resources. You may also take additional actions during your turn by playing cards. That's not even on the camera. All right, assassinate a troop. During your turn, you may expend 3 power from your resource pool to assassinate a troop. Okay. Deploy a troop. Devour a card. To devour a card, put it in the space on your game board marked for devoured cards. Okay. Yeah, on your game board for devoured cards. Yeah, right there, devoured cards. Devoured cards are no longer part of the game. If you devour a card in the market, replace it with the top card of the market deck. Yeah, so maybe just I know that there's a mechanic to kill your own cards to get the VP off of them. Okay, promote a card, that's what it's called. Promote a card. Like, the reason why, like, I'm kind of thrown off, keep in mind, I'm just opening the game, trying to remember how to play. But promote a card, see, like, it's not on the player mat right here. All right, promote a card. To promote a card to your inner circle, put the card face up to the left of your playmat. Yeah, so put it next to the deck of your personal deck. And promoted cards are no longer part of your deck. You won't shuffle them back into it. At the end of the game, you score points for cards in your inner circle equal to the inner circle value VP. Yeah, I'm sure it's that one right there. That number in the bottom right. So, like, in the games that I've played in the past, I think that was really the best win. the best win strategy was to promote cards. Recruit a card. To recruit a card, take it from the game board and put it in your discard pile. Then if you recruited a card from the market, replace it. Yeah, it costs influence. In the supply of House Guards, Princess of Loloth, or Insane Outcast runs out, the game continues, but you're no longer able to recruit these 3 guys that are already available. Let's take these guys out. Insane Outcast, Drow, discard a card from your hand, return Insane Outcast to the supply. If Insane Outcast would be devoured or promoted, return it to the supply instead. It's worth -1. What the crap is... All right, let's look at the anatomy of the cards. Okay, so 8 and 9. Deck VP value. How many VP the card is worth in your deck, hand, or discard pile at the end of the game. So that Insane Outcast was worth a -1. And then Inner Circle VP value, how many VP the card is worth in your Inner Circle at the end of the game. Yeah. Rarities, these dots, how many times you'll find the card in a half deck. For example, the card with 2 dots has 2 copies in the half deck. All right. Yeah, so that mostly covers the stuff, but Malice Minions, Ambition Minions are best at recruiting other minions and creating your Inner Circle. Conquest Minions are best at taking over the Underdark. Malice Minions are flexible and are best at assassination. Guide Minions are the best at spying and disrupting control. Obedience Minions get day-to-day tasks done. And of course the faction deck symbol, which market half deck it's in. Yeah, all right, power, influence, resource pool. Whenever you're granted a power or influence, it goes to your resource pool, and you can expend it whenever you like during step 1 of your turn. At the end of your turn, any resources in your pool that you didn't expend are lost. You can't carry them over to the next turn. All right. All right, yeah, that clears up a lot right there. All right. Now, I'm really ready to give this another play after all the years. All right, I'm out for real this time. Mikey Spot. Like, comment, subscribe. Mikey Spot.